Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 3rd, 2019. Today we're taking a look at the USDCHF, the US dollar, versus the Swiss franc for today's trade analysis. Here we are on the daily time frame, zoomed out so we could see the history of this currency pair. Long-term downtrend, the red trend line pushing all the way up here into the 1.0230 level, down to the bottom of the chart into the 0.9650 or so level at the bottom. The red trend line, taking Fibonacci of that long-term downtrend, actually puts the 0.618 or 62% retracement level of the red trend right into the 1.0020 or 15 level, 1.0015, which is this purple shaded area where I just put the black arrow right in the middle of the chart. So we're just a hair above the parity level 1.0, sitting there around that blue line right in the middle of the chart. The blue line is that 1.0 level, purple shaded area just above it, 1.001525, and that's again where the 618 fib of the red trend lives. So that's an interesting look at the history of this currency pair. We're currently above the 100-200 period moving average. We've been toying around that, both of those moving averages, for the past couple of weeks. Well above it right now. We're currently above it right now. If it stays above it, of course, we would expect some upside. If it gets back below it, it would turn to the downside. That's just one way to look at those moving averages. But I think this is a little bit more interesting to me. In the past 3 days, let's zoom it in a little bit here. In the past 3 days, we've seen the market challenge into the 1.01525 level, the purple zone, and suddenly drop off. It's done that for 3 days in a row now. And so the question is, are we starting to see a buildup of sellers, a buildup of sell orders that will eventually turn the tide and see this turn back lower again? It wouldn't be too surprising if you look at the pattern within the blue trend, the rising trend here, the blue trend line. From the lowest low to the current resistance high, we've seen this pattern of new highs and pullbacks. You look right here. Let me change the color of this line to black so it's easier to see. So right there where the black line is, it went up, found a high, and went back down. Not too long after that, it made a new high, it came back down. Not too long after that, we made a new high and came back down. And so if that pattern continues, we see a new high now. So the question is, will we see it come back down and potentially even shift the trend? So with the pattern that we see here with the black lines, with the fact that we see the past 3 days have these sudden infusions of sellers driving the market back down in these wicks on top of the candles, gives me an expectation that we might be looking for some evidences of reversal. And trading that reversal means we're just going to try to hit this every time it makes a new high or challenges close to the high. At least right now, your risk is pretty easy to figure out. We just don't want it to get above that purple shaded area. Your stop losses, if you decide to trade this as a reversal scenario, are just going to be above the 0025, maybe 30, 35, just above the 1.0025 level. And then you look to target lower levels: green zone, yellow zone, blue zone, and blue trend line, or further movement lower here for the dollar franc. I don't think buying right now makes a whole lot of sense. Buying this at the highest high, especially given the fact the past 3 days have had these infusions of sell orders, buying doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I still think that selling might make the most sense when you're looking at the chart in this vantage point. Take it down to the 4-hour time frame, and you can see what's happening on the 4-hour. There's that first jolt of sellers as it went back down to the blue zone, came back up yesterday. Another jolt of sellers came back up today. Another jolt of sellers. So again, the sellers are seeming to be very interested as it approaches parity 1.0 and just above it into the 0015 level. Worst case scenario is that it breaks the purple zone and continues to go higher. So I'm going to be continue to look for that. Yesterday I took an opportunity into the 0015 level, had some profit out of that now. Looking for new opportunities, either here at parity or closer to 0015, targeting lower levels. Again, I just don't think that buying it under this purple zone makes a whole lot of common sense right now. We'll look at the dollar and see how it's playing forward with its movement over the past couple of days. We'll also consider tomorrow non-farm payrolls coming out of the U.S. Later on in the trade room.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.